Hello? Mm. Yes or no? Okay. I have to make something for Valentine's Day. So if you guys remember back in 2023, I made sculptures that were that had a whole bunch of hearts on them for Valentine's Day. I want to do it again. These are all my sculptures that are blanks. Let's go ahead and pick a good one to make a sculpture out of. Go down. And mind you, I just moved, so I had to package these up so they didn't break. So I'm gonna try and pick a good one. That was not so nice. It was not too bad. Come take a look. So I would say this one is probably the best one because it still has stuff I can fix. This one is the cleanest one. This one would be kind of a challenge, but I feel like I like the shortness of this one. This one is probably a no. Same with this one. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's just do some before shots. This is what it looks like. So for the design of this sculpture, I wanted to make it look like it was related to the ones I made in the past, but not an exact replica. I wanted to just take a few elements and infuse them into this one, but make this one still a little different. I also wanted to do that with color as well and not make it so pink, red, and rosy. Like I wanted this to stand alone as a sculpture itself. That way it's a decoration for the whole year and not just a special occasion. But anyways, when I was done with the sketch, it was time to etch out my game plan. For the most part, I did follow what I had sketched down, but I kind of changed things up a bit, just a little bit. I kept those like heart-shaped tear ducts, what I'm doing now. They kind of look like balls, but I'm gonna fix them. But sometimes you have to switch things up a little bit. Not everything that's 2D can translate over to 3D easily, and especially with the weird curvature of these, sometimes the hearts wouldn't really show up as hearts unless you look at it a certain way. Does that make sense? So I did some erasing, I did some rethinking, and came up with what you're looking at right now. Yeah, check that out. But now it's time to sculpt. It is time to carve. I don't know if you can see it, but I mapped out what I wanted to carve into and what I wanted to carve out. And let me tell you, my hands hurt. Oh my God. These little tools suck. I highly recommend getting some sharper tools and some nicer tools. But I'll show you how stupid I felt here in a second. I'll let y'all watch for a little bit. Hi. It's the next day. I kind of gave up early in the day yesterday because I was so cold. It's negative like 5 degrees right now. This is where we're at currently. Also, guess what I found? My Dremel. This is gonna save me so much damn time. I don't know why I didn't use this before. Let's get it. Now, call me crazy, because I kind of am. But after seeing the humongous mess I made with all the plaster, I thought I might as well make another one and make a huge mess. So I did make a second one. If I'm going to clean up after one, I might as well clean up after two. And I did end up regretting this. But anyways, I didn't actually do a sketch for this one. I just ended up taking a pencil and sketching directly onto the little sculpture. I was trying not to waste any time, but I ended up wasting a lot of time because I could have just done one sculpture and had this video out by now, but you know, I digress. So at this point, everything is pretty much carved out. I just have to do some light buffing and sanding just to smooth everything that I might have missed. I finished. Unfortunately, because I'm a little stupid, I did not properly enclose my studio. The plaster dust went everywhere in my apartment. When I tell you there was plaster dust everywhere, and I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it, so I spent all day yesterday cleaning. Still, you can still see the residue of the plaster. I don't know how I did it last time, but yeah. Long story short, this video is not only gonna be late, but it's gonna be another day late because I had to clean. I'm gonna show you some up close fancy shots of these sculptures before I start painting, just so you can see the before and after. To me, the painting is really the best part and honestly kind of the easiest part. So hopefully I can get these done today and try and get this video out tomorrow. Wish me luck. It is finally time to start painting. So I gathered up all the acrylic paints that I have. I don't really acrylic paint a lot, but I have some folk art matte acrylics, some golden fluid acrylics, and some acrylic inks. I figured that would do the trick. One might ask, what is my thought process on finding out what kind of colors I should use for this? I have no idea. No clue. I kind of just went with my gut. I wanted one to be more purpley red and then the other one being more green and blue. But that's just for the undertones to the actual sculpture itself. I don't really know what I was doing with the colors. I just kind of guessed. And you know I love some complementary colors, and that's pretty much what I did. It is kind of basic, but you know what? It works. But I'll shut up. I'll let y'all watch the coloring process for a little bit. And now it's time for the part that brings this all together, which is UV resin and some gloss varnish. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Now I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite when I say this, but I feel like I must disclose. Be careful when you working with this stuff. I don't know how it reacts with you, so be careful when using this stuff. Me, however, yeah, be careful. Do as I say, not as I do. So this one is almost done. I'm just filling in some extra spaces. I also forgot to film the gloss varnish, but I pretty much just added that to the places where I didn't want super glossy. Now it's on to the next one. This one was going to be that greenish blue hue to the base, so we shall see. I'll let y'all watch for a little bit. Yo, look at that ass. Look at that ass. Oh my gosh. It says I love you. Oh my god. I also want to mention one thing that this does not really show that well is the fact that I had to go back and forth with color because I kept on messing up. The great thing is this is acrylic paint. It dries fast, but the back and forth with the color, also, it dries fast. So when I mix a color, a small portion of a color, that just means when I need it again, it's going to be all dried up. So I have to remix the color again. Pain in my ass. The paint job is done. Now it's time for the UV resin and the gloss varnish. Now I must admit, I did have some hiccups with this one. I put the resin a little too thickly, so when I went to cure it, it started to crack from underneath a little bit, but no worries, I put an extra layer just to protect it. I mean, if you ever do this, just do thinner layers of UV resin. I don't really like this stuff, but it is so pretty, it's so nice, and it's fast. Just be careful, do thinner layers. Just some last minute curing, and y'all, the project is done. as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, also let me know down below which one of these are your favorite. Thank you again for watching. Happy late Valentine's Day and happy Merry Black History Month. I'll see y'all in the next video.